This time 7 days ago, this little madam was lining up in the big lights of Sydney with absolutely no idea where she was, so much so that she was balking at the car on the inside, which was actually one of the cameras. So she was able to dictate out in front. She went from Cowra to Albury to Randwick, and now she is lining up in the Group 1 Champagne Stakes. Now, she probably won't get to dictate like she did last week with Bella Zane in the race, but she'll put herself up there. She's come on in at leaps and bounds. She's a little bit more sassy today, they tell me. Last week, she was probably on the quieter side. She didn't really know what it was all about, whereas today she's very much switched on. Hence why I'm not standing too close to those front legs. But here she is, looking well. Obviously, the week back up isn't going to hurt her, so let's see what she can do in the Group 1 Champagne Stakes.
Group 1, Mowat and Chandon Champagne Stakes over the mile for the 2-year-olds, the final leg of the 2-year-old Triple Crown. And this mounting out is brought to you by Harvey Norman for all you need in furniture, bedding, electrical and technology. Number 1 is State Visit. James McDonald riding for Kieran Maher.
Yeah, I like this horse. I know it's a little bit of a query around the sire's form from last start, but he's just had a mile written all over him. I think he's a lay-back big customer in the right stable to pig him on the right day. I concede a lot has to go right from that draw, and just looking at that last race, all those horses on the inside made good ground late, and maybe this inside's just shied out a bit more now, and it could be an advantage up the inside, but that won't help this horse.
He's an absolute beauty, Ronnie. Like, first preparation, the 3 runs, he roams around like he's a 5-year-old gelding, you know. He never turns a hair once he's in the yard. He's super relaxed and casual, looks fit, rock hard fit. No knock at all.
Number 2 is Nepotism. Tyler Schiller on for Team Hawks.
Well, he gets his chance to take the next step where we're waiting for one of these 2-year-olds to put their hand and be the new kid on the block. Another who I'd like to see a better draw for, though, but obviously talented.
He's another one, like State Visit. He's very relaxed and casual. He just goes about his business. Obviously only had the 2 runs. Looks every bit as good as what he did first up. So, yeah, big tick.
Here's Buffalo, number 3, Jason Colladon for David Atkins.
Looks a tough bugger, doesn't he? He should run a mile. He just keeps improving, and his best chance was if he could be in front of a few early here from a better draw and just get a bit of a dig and be in midfield or better, and that gives him a better chance and maybe even prove hard to beat.
He's another one, Ronnie. He's matured so much from his first up run to his run today, or even last time out. He just looks so much more mature than what he did when he started the preparation. He looks outstanding in the yard today. He's absolutely glowing.
Is It Spectacular? Number 4, Mark Zahra on for Sarah Ryan.
Interesting horse. He could well be the best horse in this race with time. He's a chance. He's still green and raw. I think he'll run well, but he's got 3-year-old written all over him.
Even in his parade, he wanders around. He's sort of like, he hasn't put it together yet, so he's got a lot of improvement to go, but he's still not quite there yet.
Here's one for Chris Waller. And wearing blinkers, Ronnie, Michelangelo, Zach Lloyd.
He's the dark horse here with a set of blinkers on today. It won't be a slower race than last time. He did more than enough behind Nepotism 2 starts back with this race in mind. So considering a total forgive last week, he's got more to offer this week, and he might be a touch over the odds here.
He's a beautiful horse. He's so mature as well. He's obviously first preparation. What he's done has been terrific, but just love the way he goes about his business. He's a nice horse.
Federalist, number 6, Nasrullah on for Team Hawks.
Another who I think's got 3-year-old written all over him. He's beautifully bred, we know that. He's very talented, should eat up a mile, but I just think when he has another break and comes back in the spring, you might see something that might shape up to proper Group 1 level.
He looks like he's come on again since that last run there at Randwick. He looks terrific.
Now, here is the filly within the law. Karen McAvoy and Bjorn Baker.
I don't know how to approach her, 1,200 to a mile, but she's a little machine who just keeps savaging the line. So the fillies have been dominant, or very good, but at least holding their own. And she's been good through the line every time. So I don't know whether I can tip her with confidence with that scenario at 1,200 to a mile, but I'm not knocking her.
The only small negative that I could find with her, Ronnie, is she's slightly a bit rough in the coat, but nothing really. It's just sort of starting to get that little bit of a winter look about her. But like you said, you look at her, she's very upbeat. She's been up in the bridle since she's entered the yard. She's quite buzzy. Obviously still feeling really well.
And we continue with the fillies. Here's Bellazane, Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. Tim Clark in the saddle.
Gets a cosy run on the right part of the track here. I have to have doubts about her at a mile, considering, well, pedigree's not everything, but Zeus saying, 1,100, 1,000-metre horse. The mother didn't win past 1,100. They can defy pedigree, but she has to.
She's super relaxed and casual in the yard. If that's given any, indications that she's going to get the mile, she's reserves all that energy. She's good.
All right, Spicy Lou, last week's Fernhill winner. Rachel King and Nick Olive.
Well, did she get gifted the race, or is she talented? There's a chance. It's a great story. She got favours, may have got favours last week, but she still did a lot wrong getting things done. So, hard one for me.
She's still slightly new in the yard again today. She was here last time out. She having a good look around, obviously her first time here, but she's done a little bit similar here today, but she hasn't gone backwards at all, not by looking at her.
Tupakara, Tommy Berry and Nishman Archibald.
I've tipped her every start. Always liked her. Still a maiden after 5 starts now. So barrier 1, good map. Funnier things have happened.
She looks really well. She looks another one that's rock hard fit. Doesn't carry a lot of condition, but looks super.
Lady Pankhurst, Craig Williams and John Sargent.
Very good considering 1,000 to a mile last week, but it wasn't a proper contest. Can take the next step, but next prep might be her go as well.
Yeah, she's a leggy type. She's still got a fair bit of furnishing to do, but I couldn't knock her as far as appearance-wise goes. She looks well enough.
Next gen, Chad Schofield, Nishman Archibald.
I like the timing. $18 looks attractive. I thought she was terrific against the favourite in the Baillieu. So she's third up now. Looks like the mile's okay, and I'm considering her one of the better fillies here on the day.
Yeah, no negative from mine neither, Ronnie. She looked well.
Here's Björn Baker with Within the Law. Now, this will be some effort, 1,200 to a mile. When did you think seriously about it?
Yeah, it's a big ask, no doubt about it, but she's been in for a while and she's got a lovely, relaxed racing pattern, so that gives us a bit of confidence that she will get the mile last week, and she is on the back up, which gives her a bit of a tick, but last week she was very good through the line and only warming up.
There's something about her.
Yeah, she's genuine. She's out of a done deal mare, so on pedigree we've got a chance.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There's Björn Baker. And here's Nick Olive. Well, he took up a challenge last week with the Fernhill, and now he's going to step it up a notch again with a champagne. You're here.
We are here, yeah. Great to be here, taking on these city trainers, and horse is in great nick. She's had a fantastic week. Very happy with her.
Ronnie made the point. Was she gifted the win last week, or does she have a bit of style and class about her?
She was gifted the win, but I think she's got style and class about her also. I feel she'd be better in a genuinely run race, although she did steal it the other day, but she stole it well.
Yep, well, she's there. Good luck with her.
Thanks, mate.
There's Nick Olive, and here's Corey Brown to find out what he likes in our first Group 1.
I really like number 3, Buffalo. I just can't believe how much this horse has matured from the start of the preparation to today. He looks outstanding in the yard. I love the way that he chased the line last time out. He obviously got back, but really ripped through the line solid. So jumping up to the mile I don't think will hurt. And just on appearance alone, I thought he looked terrific.
Tough race, 1, 2, 3, 12. I'm dangerous tipping the boys here, and especially 2 from outside draws. But I'm going to go to the line with State Visit and put my trust in James McDonald to get things right here from that outside draw. Similar with Nepotism, he's the one that appears to have the most upside. He's just untapped as far as finding a ceiling on him yet. Buffalo's been tough all the way through, and I'm going to throw in Next Gen at big odds. Surprised she hasn't had any support, but I thought she was very good against Nepotism last time. The other ones here, I think a Michelangelo could well run better than that price suggests as well. 1, 2, 3 and 12.
Really good betting race this. Money for a lot of runners. Nepotism went up 360 on Wednesday. We pushed him to 440 this morning, but he's a firm back into 380. He'll run your best backed runner. Best backed runner today, however, is Within the Law. She's been a good late firm, $5.50 into $4 today. So the late money is with the filly. Buffalo has been solidly supported all day today as well. He's also a firm, $7.50 into $7. They are the 3 best backed runners. We're keen to lay State Visit from the wide gate. We've pushed him from 6 out to $7.50. We're top odds about him. Spicy Lou saw support during the week, but she's just just getting a touch soft, 9.50 out to 11. Bella Zane soft, 8 out to 13. Tupakara, one we liked at longer odds, but no real money for her. She's been 11 out to $16. Great betting race. Within the Law, best backed in the last half an hour or so, but Nepotism just the best backed overall.
Okay, behind the gates is Chantel Buckley.
What a great bunch of 2-year-olds. You would not be surprised if any one of these 2-year-olds won, because they're all looking so well. It's really hard to find something that looks better than the other because, like I said, they're all as equally as well here. I want to touch on Nepotism first. He's got a beautiful attitude. He's really nice and settled. Nothing seems to really faze him, and he looks like he's done really well between runs. So if you're on him, perfect state visit. He's just got a cool, calm, relaxed attitude. Again, he's a professional that's been here and done it many times before. Bella Zane is actually in that camp as well. She's just got this real professional old mare attitude. She's not, obviously, but she's deep into a campaign and she's still looking great. Michelangelo's really spruiked up with these blinkers on. His eyes are bulging out of his head, so maybe the blinkers might be the key to him. Buffalo continuing to turn up, looking fantastic. I love Federalist as well. He's just absolutely glowing over the back here. We've got Lady Pankhurst, who was fantastic last week, stepping from 1,000 straight to a mile. So she's got that mile run under a belt. That's only going to enhance her chances. But like I said, a great bunch of 2-year-olds. It's one hell of a champagne this year.
Philly won the slipper, Cole won the sires, and it's 6 on 6 here, males versus females in the final leg of the Triple Crown. The mile Champagne Stakes, Group 1, here's Darren Flindell.
Holden Shandon Champagne Stakes. And the 2-year-olds are ready to go. There's the light.
Okay, a little lead. Leads are out.
Stand by.
You ready? No. Where?
Racing now on the Champagne Stakes. Michelangelo was last out under a ride. Now jumping quite well. Is It Spectacular and Bella Zane. And Lady Pankhurst is whizzing up on the outside. So Bella Zane, Lady Pankhurst, and now Spicy Lou puts her head in the thick of the action there. Tupakara, Is It Spectacular camp right behind them in the early part. They're followed further back then by Within the Law, who's taken about a midfield position down on the rails on the inside of Next Gen. 2 lengths further back in the field, then Buffalo's well back at this point, and further back then to Michelangelo with Federalist, and the favourite Nepotism is the last one. 800 metres to go. Bella Zane ahead in front to Lady Pankhurst, and Tupakara is getting right up behind the leader in third position at this point. Tupakara. They're followed further back by Is It Spectacular from Within the Law, Next Gen. Buffalo the fence from State Visit. Then came Michelangelo from Federalist, and last of all is Nepotism. So travelling around the corner, Bella Zane, Lady Pankhurst. They go stride for stride. Spicy Lou presents 3 wide. Then Tupakara, Is It Spectacular, Within the Law. Buffalo starting to pick up between them, although the gate got shut on Buffalo, and State Visit's winding up. Nepotism's got it all to do. Spicy Lou, she's shooting for 4 in a row, and Spicy Lou takes the lead in the Champagne, but Tupakara's pouncing. Nepotism's winding up with a big run on the outside, and Within the Law. Nepotism, Within the Law. Here we go. Nepotism from last. Nepotism nosed out Within the Law to win the Champagne Stakes. Tupakara third. Then came Federalist, State Visit, Buffalo, Spicy Lou, Michelangelo. A gap back to the rest. Bella Zane from Is It Spectacular, Lady Pankhurst, and Next Gen.
Big win. Big win. One of the biggest wins by a 2-year-old this season. From last, Nepotism has rounded them up and won a Group 1. This colt by Brutal that was trained by the Hawks. They've got a Group 1 winning son of a horse they trained in Brutal. Nepotism. Tyler Schiller and Team Hawks has grabbed them, and the filly has made him earn it in the last little bit because Within the Law went with him and will just narrowly go down. Tupakara is there waiting for it to be official, but Nepotism is going to win the Group 1.
He's a good colt. He's a very, very good colt. I know he got enough speed up front for himself, but by geez, he had a lot to do to come charging down the middle from last there in that race, which wasn't easy to do. So have we found our leading 2-year-old? We've waited this long, the last Group 1 in Sydney, and I think we may have found him. It may have been a narrow win, but I think it was a comprehensive win, to tell you the truth. He had a lot to do there, and he was terrific. She was so gallant in defeat. Nearly the training performance of the year by Bjorn, but within the law. But she was just beaten by a good colt. She's run boldly to Pucara, having every chance. He battled on okay there. State visit, no real excuses for him, but a dominant winner considering where he was at the 300.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Ronnie. It was all honours were with the winner. He had to do all the work. Like you said, they did put the speed on up front, so it allowed him to get back and get into his rhythm. But to circle the field like he did from the 300 metre mark and still be last and to hit the line like he did, I think they got their hands on a very nice horse.
Yeah, Neil wear its colours with nepotism. Tyler Schiller coming back. We'll hear from him in a moment. And I think we're going to hear from Wayne Hawkes. He's going to have a chat to us. Congratulations. Wonderful colt.
Lovely horse. It's very hard for any horse to do from last and come to the outside, but 2-year-old having his first racing prep, it's you know what, I don't know what happened there and amongst the others. I was only looking at 2 horses and they were both ours and have to watch the replay again, but gee whiz, there wouldn't be too many hard luck stories for the run that he had. He's a special colt and he's out of that special family, isn't he? All to Black Caviar, Ole Kirk are all his dear relations, so Gill guys bred another one, haven't they?
Well, he becomes, with that page, he's so valuable, isn't he?
Oh, he's another stallion already done now, isn't he? So whatever we're going to do from now on was probably like that the other day, to be fair, but now what he's done now, everything else is just in the bag now. It's all just bonuses from here on in, Greg, and you're only a 2-year-old having your 3rd race start.
So tell us his story. He started in the Todman, you went to the Baillieu, you didn't press onto the size, you had eyes for the Champagne. Has this horse always shown you something?
Yeah, he has. He was 2 preps ago, he was just doing everything right. Then last prep he started to knuckle down, and obviously this time around he come round and we had him in the slipper and he was, second emergency. So you know what the truth is, it worked out the best thing not to run the slipper. And you go back and look at his Todman run, he nearly wins the Todman if he has everything go his own way. So you're having your first start 2 weeks before the slipper and the best lead up to the Golden Slipper. So his form's been there for everyone to see. But to be honest, even from my personal point of view, it blew me away a bit. You don't see him win like that very often.
So he's a mile Group 1 winner. What's his ceiling as far as the distance going forward? He'll run 2,000?
Don't need him to. I'm happy that he ran 1,601 metres and just finished in front of him. But his old man did that. Brutal won a Doncaster at his 7th race start. He's the youngest racehorse to 7 starts to win a Doncaster. So he's the first progeny of Brutal. So it's like your son out there.
Yeah, sure. Well done. Good
Thank you.
There's Wayne Hawkes and Tyler Schiller. We'll bring you him very soon.
Okay, looking for 36.54 the last 600 metres.